Hello, everyone. This is William Armstrong with an article from NBC News. I'm going to explain this in more detail, but please note that this is really not fake news or misinformation. This is legitimate life threatening for hospitals. This says emergency rooms in at least three states are diverting patients after ransomware attack. Ardent Health Services, which oversees 30 hospitals across the U.S., said it had shut down a significant number of its computerized services. Ouch. By Kevin Collar at November 27, 2023, 4:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It says their hospitals in at least three states are diverting their patients from their emergency rooms after a major cyber attack hit their parent company last week. Ardent Health Services, which oversees 30 hospitals across the U.S., said Monday that it had been a victim of a severe ransomware attack in Oklahoma, News, Mexico, and Texas, forcing it to take action. Or New Mexico. They meant to say New Mexico, but it just says News Mexico instead of New Mexico. So basically, they've been hit in New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Texas, forcing it to take action. In abundance of caution, our facilities are rescheduling some non-emergent elective procedures and diverting some emergency room patients to other area hospitals until systems are back online, the company said in a news release. Spokespeople added three Ardent-owned hospital chains across the U.S. Hillcrest Healthcare Systems in Oklahoma, Lovelace Health Systems in New Mexico, and Utah, or in UT Health, not Utah, in UT Health in Texas, each told NBC News Monday that at least some of their emergency rooms were diverting patients to other hospitals while the company tries to restrict the damage from the attack. Ardent said that it shut down a significant number of its computerized services, including clinical programs, and its use of Epic Systems, a program that tracks patients' healthcare records. Uh-oh. Ransomware is a type of criminal cyber attack where hackers gain access to companies' computer networks, install malicious software, and encrypt as many systems as possible, and demand an often hefty ransom payment for a promise to fix the damage. The FBI has repeatedly asked ransomware victims to not pay their attackers, both because there's no guarantee that they will provide a viable fix and because it fuels more attacks. The hospital's problems have been ongoing since Thanksgiving Day when the ransomware attack began, Arden said. It's common for ransomware attackers to wait until a major holiday or long weekend before attacking in hopes that there will be fewer security employees working. Uh-oh. Hackers have consistently targeted hospital chains ever since ransomware became a major cybercrime trend in 2019. In at least one instance, a crippling ransomware attack was a major factor in a struggling rural U.S. hospital's decision to close down. Brent Callow, an analyst at cybersecurity company MCSoft, said there have been at least 35 ransomware attacks on U.S. healthcare providers this year, with Ardent being the largest victim. To date, there have been known cases in which a ransomware attack on a healthcare facility has been proven to lead to a patient's death. Several studies have shown, however, that there is a strong correlation between ransomware attacks on hospitals and increased mortality rates. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to summarize that ransomware attacks automatically cause trouble. One ransomware attack caused a hospital to shut down altogether. The struggling rural hospital completely collapsed due to ransomware attack hitting it. In the NBC News website, this particular S&P Health in 2021 shut down. In Illinois, hospital was the first healthcare facility to succumb to a ransomware attack, causing it to close its doors altogether. I'll read a little bit. This is from June 12th, earlier this year, back in summer, but I'll read the top part of it a little bit. It says an Illinois hospital would shutter its doors this week, in part because of a devastating cyber attack, which experts say it's the first hospital to publicly link criminal hackers to its closure. St. Margaret's Health in Spring Valley will close Friday, said Linda Burt, the hospital's vice president of quality and community services. I'm not going to read the article, but it's linked in the article I read earlier in the video. And the fact that ransomware attacks against cities and hospitals is starting to become more common, that municipalities and hospitals are starting to get affected by ransomware attacks. And City Hall, or mainly City Hall computer networks, are being affected by ransomware that's causing trouble too. But This healthcare facility completely imploded when ransomware attacked it, causing it to shut down permanently, which was really bad. And here goes this one that attacked another hospital. It attacks 3 hospitals that automatically cause patients to be diverted from the emergency room to different hospitals due to the ransomware problems. This is why hospitals should never be connected to the internet much, because it makes a prime target for ransomware criminals to directly target them. Essentially, big hospitals and companies are putting an X on their back to be targeted by ransomware criminals to cause serious problems. That's my big complaint, that hospitals, giant companies, enterprise companies, they're all putting a target on their backs unintentionally by being connected to the internet, that results in cyber attackers striking large hospitals and big companies to cause serious damage. So, this is William Armstrong signing out. See you next time. And I wish that hospitals and big companies had secured their networks more to prevent such things like this from happening ever again a lot. Note that I'm aware that it's not a foolproof solution. It might not prevent all ransomware attacks. It'll at least mitigate and stop some, but it won't prevent all attacks. It'll only stop and mitigate some, but won't prevent all. I'm no cybersecurity expert. I repeat, I'm no cybersecurity expert, but John Hammond and Network Chuck, they're all about cybersecurity. Network Chuck teaches network security, a YouTuber. John Hammond shows cybersecurity and how criminals attack people's networks and do bad things. They give more better explanations on YouTube than I do, but John Hammond and Network Chuck go to great lengths to explain how cybersecurity works. And John Hammond covers cyber attackers that do things like ransomware or do criminal undergrounds on the dark web that do illicit activities that cause trouble. But this is William Armstrong signing out. See you next time. Bye bye.